Hi, it's a crafty chick and welcome to Stampin' Up with a Crafty Chick. Today we are going to look at the November paper pumpkin. I'm sure you've seen a few other videos, but we're going to do my video and I am very glad that you joined me today. First of all, if you want to finally get on board with the paper pumpkin and you see how wonderful this month is, this is November's, and you want to sign up for December, unfortunately they're all sold out. However, you can certainly sign up for January. Now for December, they've already filled all of the orders they had, and they are ordering extras for January. It's just that paper pumpkin exploded, which is really great news. I mean, there are tens of thousands of subscribers and it's just growing every day. This is a great trend. You'll see kits coming in the mail for all sorts of things, not just crafts. Makeups, dog toys, cartoon characters, TV shows, and of course paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin has been around for so many years, and it was called that because originally the box is orange. And in paper pumpkin every month you get an awesome kit for only $20. In your first kit, a block, a clear acrylic block, is included so that every month thereafter you will be able to use it for all of your stamping needs. Every month you get a full stamp set and tons of products that you can use not only to make the suggested items in the paper pumpkin kit, but you'll also have extras. Every month I always have extras to use for other projects. Now I'm going to get one that's open already and show you. So this month, these were the two items that they suggested that you make because they do provide some really great instructions. And there's also a YouTube video to walk you through it as well. So here's some instructions. It gives you a colorful sheet on the front to show you the two items that they came up with. So there are enough materials to make these items. Now, of course, you are welcome to make these exactly the way they are in the directions. And you're also welcome to come up with your own alternative ideas. So to start with, I just made the two the way that the kit suggests to use them. We're also going to do our own alternative ideas. So to make these, you get a bunch of these pages with these little sprigs that I've already punched out of the other pages. Now on this side they're white and on this side they're green, and you can use either one. And you have this lovely braided ribbon, and it looks like it's cherry cobbler. Now the thing about the paper pumpkin is 99.9% of the time something that you get in here is not going to be available in the catalog. Now I have seen where it's in a paper pumpkin and then in later catalogs it might show up as a limited item because it was very popular in the paper pumpkin. So whatever you get in here, you can't buy in the regular catalog. So they give you lots of extras so you can use them for other projects. You also get some glue dots. Now I love these roll of glue dots because these are smaller. I would call these super mini glue dots because the mini glue dots we get from the annual catalog are a little bit bigger. Not sure if you can see, but let's see. I use these quite a bit. The circumference of this is just a bit bigger than this. So these are super mini glue dots. So I have a bucket full of them, as you can see. I love to collect these. Look, these are all some of the adhesives from previous paper pumpkins. And this one is a straight adhesive that I had a few sheets of, but I have that one left. So they do last for a long time, and you always have some extras. They also usually include, if needed, oops, there's another one I have, some dimensionals. So you can either use these or save these for another project and use the ones that you already have. It's up to you. Those items will be found in the catalogs. If you want to use your adhesive tape or your tear-in tape to make your projects or your glues, you're more than welcome to do so. Whatever adhesive you feel would work best. They do provide you the adhesive that was created to work best with the elements in the kit. Again, you're not forced to do anything or use anything you don't want to. You can always switch things out. And in this kit, they always give you embellishment. In this kit, we have some nice gold sequins. And here is the stamp set. They're always a photopolymer stamp set. And of course, it matches the theme of the kit. Now, in past in past kits, I've had other stamp sets. Let's see. Oh, this one was for the Happy Mother's Day and birthday. See, I keep them all. And this one, oh, was for Valentine's Day last year. You can see I used this one a lot. I love that one. So you can see that you usually get a nice sized stamp set included that you can use for other projects and all year round. Then this one has the sprigs that match these as a complement, and a little star, and then words. Let's see, you've got happy holidays for you, merry and bright. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Here's to a Christmas filled with love, laughter, and all you wish for. And of course, Merry Christmas to you and yours. You can see I've used some of these already. And don't worry if they get stained. That's perfectly common, perfectly normal. They will still work just fine. And in addition to these little elements, we also have some note cards. Now, the note cards do have a lining inside them, and that matches, oh, that's a beautiful lining. That matches the cardstock that is also included. You have two different types of plaid, and the other side is plain white. They also give you little cutouts to stamp your sentiments on, and they are thinner cutouts. And then you have little circles of vellum, and you have straight vellum banners. And you get this wood. Yeah, it looks kind of like a blonde wood, and it's a circle. So once you cut the circle out, it looks like that. And then you also have these rectangular wood stickers. These are self-adhesive, so they already stick. And you get a free Stampin' Spot. This one is Cherry Cobbler. Oops, turn it around so you can see it. Which way is right? That way. All right. So Cherry Cobbler. And the card stock, the card base. And unlike the regular cardstock in the annual catalog, this is crumb cake. It would be crumb cake on both sides. This one happens to be white on the inside. The reason they do that is, of course, so you don't have to add extra white paper, so you can clearly write your own notation or stamp sentiment or what have you on the inside. So that's why these are a little different. So you won't find any of these in the regular catalog. You can only get them from the Paper Pumpkin. Oh, here's the leftovers that I used I took out. You also get this nice tissue paper, and that color also depends on the theme of the kit. And this is always fun to use if you want to reuse the box and put something in it. Make the cards, wrap them up, put it in there, and give it to someone as a gift. That's always an option. Now, I did say on my other videos that we were going to be giving some of these away for free because, oops, sorry, wrong way, because of course I have to do free things. Now, I do have one of these for free. I normally have more than that, but I did not, I made a mistake in my ordering, so I didn't get as many as I thought I would. Oh, too bad. So this one is the November 2018 You and Yours, and it is unopened, brand new. Since this is not a first-time kit, it doesn't have an acrylic block in it. However, I have an extra one I can add to it if you do not have any. That just means I'll just might have to cut the tape, slip it in, and retape it, but I won't rummage through it like I did mine. It'll be in perfect condition. So what I need from you is, if you want to win this paper pumpkin, you need to be the first person to comment either on the Facebook post where this link will appear or in my YouTube post. And you must put down that you must write a comment about this video. You must share the video, and you must subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Facebook Stampin' Up with a Crafty Chick Facebook site. I will put all the links and also the directions on how you can win. Now, the first person to do all of that and then comment that they did all of those things, and I verify that you've done all those things, then I can contact you, and this will be yours for free. I will pay for shipping, and you will get this for free. Okay? That sounds like a good deal to me, with very little work on your part. If you would like to subscribe, you can sign up on December 11th for the January Paper Pumpkin. And if you, again, don't know anything about Paper Pumpkin, then you don't know that every month is a surprise. Some people prefer to know what it is in advance, and some people don't. Unfortunately, there is no reveal. None of the demonstrators know what it's going to be. No one knows what's going to be in next month's kit until it arrives at our doorsteps. The demonstrators don't even know. So just like everyone else, we just have to order it and see what it is. And if you have any issues with your Paper Pumpkin kit, you can always call corporate or your demonstrator and tell them what's going on, and they will be more than happy to help you. Okay? Customer service at Stampin' Up is super awesome. And so are your demonstrators. Now, we are going to do some alternative projects. So, sorry, I just had to spend that first few minutes explaining what Paper Pumpkin is and what comes in the kit for those who don't know. Like I said, there's tens of thousands of people who subscribe, but there's still people who have not subscribed. So if you're waiting, please do so. Subscribe. You've got nothing to lose. It's merely $20. And you get tons of projects out of it. This one, you will get 10 cards and 10 envelopes for $20. So try going to Hallmark and try buying a package of 10 cards with that matching envelopes for $20. I challenge you. The last time I was in Hallmark, I saw a card that was the equivalent to some homemade cards that I have seen recently, and they were charging $9.25, and it still wasn't as good. So, plus people know that you made these, and they will cherish these. Let them know that you made this. That makes a world of difference. Artisans are trending, and people love homemade gifts. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is make an alternate card or two. And sorry about this glitter tape. I actually have put that there just like we used to do in theater class, so you know where to stand and you know where your guides are. That way I don't go off camera, which I sometimes have a habit of doing. So that's a reminder for me. I hope that does not become a distraction for you. So first I'm going to do is to take this crumb cake, cardstock base, and we're going to take some of this lightly colored cardstock, and I'm going to cut it right about there on the second line. So that's going to be, I love having this. Sorry, it's a little messed up, but I say just like the Velveteen Rabbit, the more you love on something, the more it's used, the better it is. Okay, so that is 1.5 inches. So we're going to cut that at 1.5 inches. And since it's a small, I'm just going to go ahead and use my scissors. Cutting it right on the gold line. So I already have a guide built in. And and we're going to cut it this way. You could cut it the long way if you wanted it to go this way. But I'm just going to do it this way. And I'm going to take some of my glue dots. Where are you? There you are. And I try, now this is something that took me months to do, but what I try to do is peel off the paper without actually peeling off the dot. Whoop, that one failed because it sticks to my finger. Sorry, I'm talking like a deli girl. All right, so we're going to put some glue dots on that. And if you would rather use your snail adhesive or something else, by all means, get that out. Oh, there it is. And stick on there. Those are small. I'm going to get my mini glue dots, which are actually larger than the ones in the paper pumpkin, and they're a lot easier to handle. And I just go like that. I don't like to pick it off with a tool and then try to put it on. I just do it myself. So I'm going to gauge this at approximately 1/3 of the way up. And then we're going to take one of these vellum circles that I've hidden so well under my stack. Let me spread these out so I can easily find things. There's nothing more frustrating than digging through things or waiting for someone else to dig through things. There we go. Put these verticals together and all the cardstock and those together. There. So we're going to get one of the vellum pieces and put it right there. Sorry, I'm having to fix my computer. Okay. Finding my... There. Now, in order to do these, so where you don't really see the the dots, just do them on the edges, like there. Don't put it in the middle because you can probably see it. I'm going to put 4. So I don't want that one there. I want it exactly 4 across from each other. So each side is adhered. There we go. I'm going to put that right in the middle. Then I am going to take something that I truly love, is my Starburst stamp. I use this for almost every single project I have. So anybody who knows me knows I use this a lot. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use this. I already took a piece off this, and I'm going to use this, but I'm going to use this side. That's using the extras. Okay, we're going to put it in here, into the sunburst punch, and voila, we have an extra piece. If you don't have a punch and you have a circle punch or something else that you want to use, by all means, if you don't have one, just take anything that's a circle, the outside of a cup, whatever, and just cut it by hand. And then I'm going to get the stamp set, which I thought I had taken everything out. I think I put that one back over here. Move some of these things out of my way. There we go. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There it is, right in front of me. Guys, you didn't tell me it was right here. I'm looking everywhere else. It's always in front of you. Okay, and then we're going to say, we'll use this one. I like this one. And this one is the Here's to a Christmas filled with love, laughter, and all you wish for. Make sure it's on straight. And get our cherry cobbler. And put it on. There we go. And get it straight on here. Ta-da! Doesn't that look beautiful? Okay. Now I am going to use the Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm pretty generous with these things. I like to press it down. Sometimes these don't stay. If you, just like any other adhesive, you've got to make sure that you get a good stick and that they are firmly situated between the paper and the sticky part. That is not sticky. I think because I had pulled that off earlier. Yeah. And then tried to put it back on the sticky. Okay, so you know what? Oh, this, okay, my bad. Live and learn, people. So the back side of this is already anti-sticky because of it's the same as this material. So we are going to combat that very easily. I'm going to use my Tombow glue. And I'm going to put my Tombow glue on the end Oops, I'm almost out. I use this so often. Come on, please don't be empty. I can feel there's some in there. Oh dear. Okay, we'll have to go to my next glue. I'll store that upside down. All right, we'll try our fine tip glue, which is usually for smaller items, but it's still a very, very awesome adhesive. There, let's see if that will stick. No, it won't. Okay, so we're just going to toss that. That is just how Jackie rolls. That's going to be tossed, and we're going to not do that. So I made that mistake for you so you don't have to. Hey, live and learn, right? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has to experiment. But I'll tell you what, to keep these, if you have tiny little pieces that you have thinlits for, or those miniature punches, these are wood grain. This is really cool. I keep all the little doodads from my paper pumpkins kit, and I put it in one of my paper pumpkin boxes, and then I wrote on it extras. I keep those handy because I like to pull them out and use them for other projects. Or when I get bored, I just sit with them in front of the TV and, what can I do with these? Anyway, that is another great thing about the paper pumpkins is you can carry them with you. Now, I don't know about you, but my pocketbook is big enough to fit this kitchen sink in it. So if you have kids, you're used to carrying around big bags because they have all their stuff. They go to soccer, they go to piano practice, you name it. So you're used to carrying around a lot of stuff. If you don't have children, you're probably used to doing that for other reasons, or you don't have to at all. So you can just carry this around in your tote bag or just keep it in the trunk of your car. So then if you're at soccer practice, you're at the doctor's office waiting, you are visiting a loved one in the hospital, and they're asleep for 3 hours, and you don't want to turn on the TV because it might disrupt them. Bring your paper pumpkin. All right, I'm going to use some Whisper white cardstock instead to cut this out. You could use this and then use this inside part. Whatever you want. Now we're going to get out some of these dimensionals. And yes, that's going to work. I better stamp it first, huh? Okay, we're going to stamp that once more. Move all these extras, things that I don't need, out of the way. Same stamp. And for those of you who are not avid stampers, do you see how this is see-through? The block is see-through and the photopolymer stamp is see-through. That's so you can actually see where you're stamping on the paper. Press down good so you get full coverage. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we're going to put our dimensionals on the back. Let's give this another try. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to put this down here. And we're going to get a couple of sprigs. I think I'll put one here and another one here. And we can just hide them behind that sign. Now we are going to get some, I want to use these smaller ones because they will fit nicely. So I'm just going to put them right here. See if you can see what I'm doing, right? Just like that. And pull it off. And then it's right there. And that's going to go under here. And it'll be hidden, so no one's going to see it. I want it to be kind of at an angle. There we go. And I could have done that beforehand, but there's always space between the dimensionals, so you can get away with doing that afterwards if you want. I like to place things after just so I can see how it's going to look finally. Okay, so then let's get a couple of these little dimensionals. I mean these sequins, and we're also going to use the glue dots to adhere these as well. And they come in these cute little bags. So after you use them, you can have little tiny bags to store maybe other sequins or things with, or store these for use next time. These are already sticky. I don't know if you can see that, but they're already sticky. So we're just going to put a couple, scatter a couple of them here and there. I like that one to be down there. And yeah, that'll be okay. There we go. So there is a simple but alternative card. And different, in case you don't want to give everybody you know the same card. And that'll work this way, or you can do the same thing, putting the plaid the long way. Very cute and very simple. Now I have another card for us to do using your crumb cake. It's already pre-scored, by the way, so easy peasy. And we are going to do it this way this time. Hamburger. So this is hot dog style and this is hamburger style, if you ever hear anybody say that. I didn't know what people meant when they were saying that for the longest time. I'm like, what the heck? So hot dog and hamburgers are just like the shape of the buns. One is long this way and one's long that way. Anyway, I'm going to put that one down. Okay, so our next one is we're going to get a piece of this, and let's see, we're going to need one of these. I love these little banner things. Aren't they cute? And we're going to get a dark plaid, and I know I have another light plaid that I just cut, so I would like to use that one again. So we're going to cut this a little bit. It's going to be a little bit longer. We're going to cut it the long way. So right now 1, 2, 3, 4 inches by 1, 2, 3 and a half. So you're going to want to take the 1, 2, 3, 4 inches and cut it along that way. And you're going to want to cut it on the gold line. So it's approximately 1 inch wide. Okay. And then you're going to want to take this one and cut it the long way on the first gold line you see, which is going to be 1 inch. There's a gold line here that's like at a half inch, and then there's another one that's the thin gold line that's 1 inch. So we're going to want to cut that one. And we're going to make these into banners, which I love banners. Whoops, that's a little crooked. There we go. And it's really easy to make a banner. So first, we're going to put this one at the bottom, and then we're going to put this one on the top like that, and this one like that. So we'll do this one. Let's get some glue dots. And here's what I do. I just take it and I just roll it across. That's the easiest way for me. And then you just pick it up. And all the glue dots come off with it. Ta-da! Okay, so making sure this is my bottom. I constantly have to make sure because 1 out of every 15 to 20 cards I put upside down. And I'm doing this upside down for you. Okay. So I'm going to do this flush with one side. I'm going to put it about 1/3 of the way up. So it's flush with one side and there's a little peak at the end, a little bit peeking out. Then we're going to take this smaller one and you see the double gold line? That's our center. I want you to just put a little snip like that up to that line. Then you're going to go, you can look at this side if it helps, so you can do your snip. And you're going to go from the corner to the center of that snip. Then you're going to go from this corner to the center of that snip. And there you have a perfect banner. Okay. Now that's going to go here. So we'll get some more glue dots and just do my roll. Roll it and unroll it. And we've got glue. And then we're going to overlap it a little bit. How much you overlap it is up to you, but that is how I've done it. And then we're going to take this little piece and we're going to put a stamp sentiment on that. So let's see, I have to dig it out. Let's see, which one are we going to use? I think we should use Merry and Bright. And, whoops, let me get this on a little bit straighter. There. It's kind of hanging off. I don't want that, otherwise I won't be able to get the whole thing to come out. There we go. All right, don't stamp on your card. I've done that before. And press hard and lift. Boop. Much better. Or I should say good. I don't know, much better than what? I don't know. I guess much better than I thought it was going to come out. All right, now we're going to do some dimensionals on the back of this. Yeah, 3 might be excessive. I could have gotten away with 2, I guess, but then I'm going to, I wonder if I should cut this off so it matches. You know what? I think I am. I'm just going to cut this little piece off here. Whoops, my finger is completely stuck. Right here, so it's going to be flat and it'll match the rest of them. You don't have to do that, but just as a last minute, I thought, you know, that might look better. Okay, and now we're going to get, of course, some sprigs. I think I'll get 2, and we'll have them come up like this underneath here. And if you can't get it to go under your through your doodads, then between the holes of your dimensionals, you can always take it, do it again. But I put these dimensionals, I put this on lightly because I'm not sure how I want to do this. So before I get these dimensionals on there super permanently, Yeah, I think I'm going to do it right there. So let's get the glue dots. I think I'll use these this time since nobody's going to see them. Get that one and this one. And if you can't get it to fit all the way up, just cut this piece off. Nobody's going to see it, right? I mean, it's going to be hidden. So that's what I'm going to do this time around. Cut that off a little bit. And I'm going to put these right here. And then I'm going to put this back here. Now, there. Now I'm going to, I like to go like that on the back so everything sticks. There we go. And of course, we haven't used this yet. Oh, I should have used it on this card, you know. That would have been pretty. Yeah, but that's okay. You can add it if you want. Now, a trick I learned is I usually do the bow first and then I cut it because I never cut this quite the right length and I end up with not enough for the bow. So just do a quick bow and go ahead and cut off extra. Let's see, how big do I want it? Like that, and it'll go right there under the and. Oh, I think that'll be pretty. So let's get ourselves a glue dot. Glue dot, glue dot, glue dot. There we go. I'm cheering for my glue dots. Okay, and then we're going to put that right there under the and. There you have it. That's another alternative card. Oh, you know what? We got to put some, scatter some stuff on there. Got to have the glimmer and glam. Now this one, the seems like the glue's come off a little bit. So there's a quick remedy for that. All the thing on the back of these are glue dots. So if you find they're not sticking well, put some more glue dots on the end. And voila. And I think I'll put one right there. See, that just pretties everything up. So that is another alternative card. Now we've done a couple of cards. So far we've done these 4 cards, right? I'm going to show you something other than a card. And we're going to be able to use this. We're going to make a box. A box, you say? How? All we have is materials for cards. Watch and see. Oh, that was weird. I sounded like a horse. Okay, so we're going to get our scoring tool. Move everything out of the way. We've already got it scored at 4 1/4, right? So we're going to do at blank and 1/4 all the way across. Okay, so we're going to start at 1/4 inch. Right? Yes, I believe so. Let me think. That's 4 1/4. And we're going to do in 2-inch increments. So I'm going to start by doing this a little bit weirdly because, let me see, I'm going to put this at a 2-inch. Right? That's 2 inches. And then that is 2 inches. And so that is 1/4. Yep. Okay, so it's going to be 1/4 and then at 2 1/4. And then we're going to turn it around and do the same thing, okay? We're going to do this at 2 1/4. And then we're going to do it at 1/4. Or the way I did it was I just went 2 inches from here and 2 inches from here. Either way. Now we're going to do 2 inches on this side, the long way. So turn it around and put your measurement at 2 inches and score. Yes, we're scoring, we're not cutting. Now put that aside, you're done with that. And we are going to think I'll get a little bit close up so you can see how my score lines look. Okay, so I've got 1/4 here, 2 1/4, 4 1/4, 6 1/4, and then 1/4 on the edge. And then turn it around, and I've got one at the 2-inch mark. Now just go and fold them. You don't have to worry about which direction to fold them in. Just fold them. Okay? Now they're easy to see. Now I want you to get a pair of scissors, and we're going to cut off. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a case of fumble fingers if I ever did see one. All of a sudden my hands just didn't know how to work. Okay, we're going to take this part that is at the 2-inch mark, and there's going to be a little piece here. We're just going to cut that piece off, okay? And we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, cut this piece off. And it's going to be easier for me if I turn it around on the white side, since I'm right-handed. And then cut that off, okay? And we're not going to use those for this project, but if you like to save scraps, save those for the next project. Then we're going to cut this piece up to 1, 2, 3, like that, up to the 2-inch mark, okay? And if you can't see it that way, I'll turn it over on the white, because sometimes you can see better that way. Gotta be careful not to go past that mark. Just go up to the 2-inch score. Okay, so then it looks like this. Now you're going to get some glue or adhesive or whatever you want, and you're going to put it on one of these pieces that is sticking out, and you're going to put it on, yes, you're going to put it on the brown side. Okay. And I wonder if this is working yet. Please. I love you. And you're not working. You're empty. Ugh. This is my favorite glue. This stuff sticks like magic. Let's see. I guess I can use my snail. That'll work. Make sure I get it on every tiny little bit so it sticks very nicely. Okay, so I used my snail for that, and I like to try to make sure there's no webs on the end. Okay, so you're going to take your snail and you're going to fold that piece, and you're going to line it up with this piece. So both of these brown pieces are going to get put together like that, okay? And they're going to disappear inside the box. Line them up. This is the hardest part. There we go. I'm going to use my bone folder so I can make sure to get... Oh, no! Wow. That's no good. I had something on my bone folder that rubbed on my box. Yikes, don't do that. Let's see if my eraser will take it off. Nope. What about this one? Uh-oh. Where's my special eraser I usually have on hand? This usually gets everything off. That worked a little bit. Okay. So pretend that didn't happen. And there you have your box. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive on here, and we're going to fold that up, and that's going to be the bottom, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, might be better if I do it like that. Okay. And make sure I go this way. All right, so I'm just going to do it on the sides like this. Okay. Then go like this. And oops, I wasn't supposed to do one of those. Right? Yeah. Because that's going to be on the inside. Okay. Where is my... I have an eraser for everything. It's my little sticky eraser that'll take the glue off, I think. Okay. And I got this at the store. This is not a Stampin' Up! Thing. So don't look for it in my Stampin' Up! Catalog. That's why I say don't distress. Everything is fixable. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be the bottom one because it has no glue on it now. Now we'll go in like this, and like this. That's crooked. Make sure it's straight. There we go. Now take my bone folder and just press it down like that so we get a nice tight adhesive. Okay. Now if you wanted to decorate the inside before you closed it, you could do that too. But for now we're just going to decorate the outside. And we're going to take two pieces and we're just going to wrap one this way and one that way. So we're going to cut this about 1.5 inches. So let's see. 1.5 inches from here is going to be that one, and 1.5 inches from here is going to be that one. Okay. So 1.5 inches in. And if you're using the same scrap of paper I am, so 1.5 inches is going to be this first single gold line, and 1.5 inches this way is going to be the double line. So you'll end up with a 1/4 inch piece of paper in the middle. And let me make sure that they're the same. No, they are not. So I need to cut this one a little bit more on the inside of the double inch line. Yes, that's still a little too big. Okay, we'll trim it down a little bit on this side. Okay, now they are both 1.5 inches. And they match up. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do my glue dot roll. Here it is. So we'll do our glue dot roll. And I want that to start, I want the glue dot roll to start here. And then we'll go around. Okay, and then I start my glue dot roll at the beginning of this piece and just go around this one. If you get one that sticks off, just fold it under, no biggie. Now we're going to go a little bit, say, what is that, like a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, yeah, 1/2 inch from the top, and we're just going to wrap this around. And you don't need to score it before wrapping it around, but you can if you want. And then we are going to overlap right about here in the middle. Yeah. it'll overlap in a couple of places. Whoops. It helps if you go straight. Oh boy. I have the hardest time with going straight on things, so maybe if I place it here first, yeah. I don't know why I do. I have a hard time going straight. I don't think I went straight on this one. All right, let's try it again. And much better. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put my hand inside here and rub just to make sure it's adhered. Now the little piece is sticking up, so I am going to need to add a glue dot or something there. So I'm going to put one on the top and one on the bottom of the corners. One on each corner here, just to make sure it sticks. That one didn't stay. Get on there, little glue dot. I normally don't do it this way, but I don't want to rip my paper apart, just so it can fit on the roll the way I normally do it. There. Now I'm going to rub that, make sure it stays. Good. And since it is the same pattern, you're not going to really see the overlap. However, if we're going to put something on here, so you can put it over the overlap to cover that if you want to do it that way, and that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to put Merry Christmas to you and yours. Get my cherry cobbler stamp. There. And line it up since I can see through it. And I'm going to put a little bit towards the bottom because I'm going to put like a bow and stuff at the top, so I don't want to cover up my sentiment. There we go. And I'm going to use, I think I'll use some dimensionals to put this on. So I'll put them in the middle because if I put them on the sides, see, they may not stay. So put them in the middle. And I'm putting them over my overlap. And I think I want to put them down just a little bit so you can still see that part. Okay. And we'll take some sprigs, which I think I still have a couple that I pulled out. Yes, I do. And we're going to use, I'm going to use the little glue dots for this one. Actually, I could use the big glue dots, and then if it goes through, I can still use that for the bow. So you can use the little ones or the big ones, either way. And don't stick to my finger, stick to the paper. Okay, so I think I'm going to put it right there. And since these are big, I can probably use one glue dot for both of them. Eureka! Okay. And then I think I will put a glue dot on the back of this bow as well, just to make sure it stays. Okay, I want my bow to be sort of big. I like long strings on my bows when I'm trying to do festive gifts. Okay, come on, glue dot. You know you want to stick to the back of this ribbon. Okay, so I don't want to cover up my Merry Christmas. Ah, there you go. And I did cover it up a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I will glue dot this right there a little bit. Let's get a little one. Let's see if that'll work. I don't usually do that, but it might just work. I'm just going to put a little bit on that piece of string, stick, or ribbon, and I'm going to situate it like that. That way it doesn't cover up the Merry Christmas. That looks a little bit staged, but let's see. I'm not sure if I like that at all. There. Let it puff up a little bit there. Anyway, you get the idea. And so I think I'd rather just have it hang like that. There we go. So there is your bow. So we have, and then you know what you can put in there? So we have made a box, and we have made the cards that come with the kit, and we've made 2 cards that are alternative, and we have made a box. Now this box, you could put all kinds of little treats in here. And what I would do is get a little bag. I have one here somewhere. I have treat bags here. I know I do. Anyway, you could get a treat bag or a bag like this and put it in here and wrap the ribbon around it and put some candy in there. Or you could put in some lip gloss or chapstick or whatever you want. Use this tissue paper. Cut this tissue paper out, and you could make a little gift basket out of that. Take this tissue paper and cut it and have it come out of the basket with a little piece of that red ribbon and some sprigs on there. That would look nice. I didn't make a cover for it on purpose because I'm going to have a piece of the gift bag poofing out. And I'm going to decorate that too. There's one more thing. I know this is about an hour long, and it's a little bit longer than I wanted, but I want to show you something so cool that I am going to go past my hour mark, which I try not to do. But this is my favorite of the alternative projects. Okay, now all of these that I've shown you are projects that I did case from my upline, which she did show us these on purpose so that we could use them, the ideas. And so I would love to take credit for the box, but it is not mine to take credit for. So thank you very much, Rhonda, for that. Now I am going to show you something that I saw, and this is so cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this right. However, I'm going to try. You've got these envelopes, and I want you to fold them the wrong way. I hope I can do this right. I'm looking at this picture. Someone did this and sent it into Stampin' Up, and I'm sorry, darling, I do not remember your name. However, she made this and sent it in as an alternative project. So I'm not sure how she did it, so I'm making my best guess because the instructions were not included, just a picture. I believe these are done this one like that, this like that. Yeah, these two together like that, and then these two together like that. And this one like that. Okay, so there we go. So you fold them over, and you want to adhere this one to that one, and then these two in the middle, and then this one to that one, I believe. That is how she did it. Okay. Now we have to get a paper punch or a needle, and we're going to go right through these because we're going to put them together with ribbon. So I'm going to say, sorry, I'm looking at this project. It's really hard to see how she did this, unless she didn't use the outside of the envelopes at all. Yeah, she had to have, otherwise it wouldn't work. Okay, so this is her front and that's her back. So yes, this is exactly how it has to be done. Okay. So then we're going to cut these. Put a, I'd say go in about a 1/4 inch. Oh, I'm going to have to do them individually, which I don't like because then I might be off on my. So I've got a regular store-bought 1/8 inch cut hole puncher. Nothing fantastic or fancy. You can use any hole punch you have. I wish I had the smaller one because I think these holes are going to be a little too big for my liking. But this is what I have handy, so this is what I'm going to use. And if you like to make mini books, you're going to love this. And this is my latest passion, is making mini books. And so this is cute. So if you have a relative that's older and has everything, we all have some of those. They say, please don't get me anything. Don't buy me anything. I have everything I could ever want. I'm 80 years old. I'm 70. I'm 90. There's nothing you can buy me that I don't already have. That's where they're wrong, because you can make them something and then use this to put pictures inside, or maybe pictures of your children, or maybe tickets to and pictures from a show that maybe they took you to when you were a child and you have just wonderful memories of, or maybe anything from your childhood that just you could share with that person and they were there. Maybe a little book of their grandchildren, of things that they missed. Soccer games, piano recitals, that kind of thing. You get the idea. Something from the heart that you cannot buy in a store, and they will love it. Because I've done that for years. I have relatives who say, don't buy me anything. You can't buy me anything I don't already have. Oh yeah, I can. I can give you pictures of my kids. You don't have that. So there is the beginning of your book. Cool, right? Now, you can use this part as a decoration, or you can just glue it there. I'm going to use this as a pocket. And I'm going to cut this piece off because that's where the adhesive is. And I don't want the glue adhesive to get in the way. So, yep, no measurements. I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to glue this down right here so I can use this as a little pocket. What is the best thing? Yes, glue dots, glue dots, glue dots. All right, glue dots, where are you at? See how easy that was? It took me like seconds. If I have to measure and use cardstock and do all kinds of other stuff, my book is not going to come out as nice. Also, you could do this too. You could use these for a book. So easy. Do the same thing. Where's my hole punch? Here. Okay. If you already have cardstock that's pre-cut, or you want to cut it yourself, I didn't know I had that kind of muscles to get through both of them at once. All right. And I'm trying to, I think I cut that one too close to the edge. You need some string. And you don't have to make it into a bow either. You know, you could do, ouch, you could get, oops, let's go this way. You could do this through here instead, if you don't want to do two different ones, and then just go like this. Let's see, I want to make sure I got this long enough. So it goes through those two holes and this way. And you could either do it at the top or in the middle. I think I like it in the middle. Do it that way. And then, you know, if you want to add pages to it, you can. So each of these pages, I did that too tight. Okay. Lesson learned on that one. Leave it loose so you can open the book. Okay, let's try it again. Ah, there we go. Now you can open the book. So this is a book that you can give to someone, and you can decorate it any way you want. And it looks super clean, cut, perfect, professional, and also homemade. So this is now too loose. So you're going to have to play with this to find a good middle ground between too tight and too loose, so the page is open but the book doesn't fall apart. There we go. You can put pictures in there, mementos, whatever you want. And the same thing with that. So go get any envelopes you have. I think gold envelopes would be so cool for this too. Christmas envelopes, birthday, whatever, and decorate this. She left this part open and put some sprigs and a Christmas thing on here, and then she took pieces of paper and she actually covered over. She took some of this out and covered it over like that, and then took another piece of this and covered it over like that, and then put big pieces here so that you could do some pictures. So however you want to do it. And I think what I'm going to do, this is already over an hour, which is longer than I like to go, because I know how valuable your time is, and I sure do appreciate you spending any of it with me. Very, very grateful for that. So I will continue this on another video, and if you care to watch that one, join me, and we'll finish making these books. I'm so excited. Well, thanks for joining me for my paper pumpkin video. I hope you to join me next month for December's. Even though it's sold out, I should have a few extras if I ordered mine right. Don't forget, there's a free one for the first person who comments under my YouTube channel and shares the video, or comments under my Facebook post with this video link and shares that post, subscribes to my channel. Sorry, I think I messed up that first one. Anyway, comment on the YouTube or the Facebook link / post, wherever you find this video, that you have shared this video and you want a free paper pumpkin. And you must share the video, and I should be able to, yes, I will get a notification that it is shared. And then you have to subscribe to both of my pages, my YouTube channel and my Facebook Stampin' Up with a Crafty Chick Facebook page. You do those things, and this baby is yours absolutely free. And then I will contact you by either email or private message, depending on if you post it on YouTube or Facebook. And you can give me your address so I can send it to you. How does that sound? So you have to do all those things in order to qualify. And I sure hope somebody qualifies because I would love to be able to give this away. Again, thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate every minute that we spend together. I hope you enjoyed the alternative projects that I came up with and the ones that other people shared with me. And this is a crafty chick saying happy crafting, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.